Planning to unlink.
Durante toda esta experiencia deberán permanecer sentados, inclinarse hacia adelante agarrando las barras y supervisen a sus niños. Gracias.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Welcome back. Please step off the link chair, gather your belongings, and exit the link chamber. went to Pandora?
Yeah, we did first. That's the best one. I always
Yeah.
do it.
You like a plus plus?
Yeah.
In the regular time?
You want it, I want it to be 15 minutes at least. Just keep going and,
When the ride finished, we want more.
yeah.
How many times you did it?
We just did it now
Allah.
and then eat and then we're gonna go back again. Before we leave, we're gonna go again. But last time, we did it like 3 times.
Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few of them.
Oh, but it
These
was
were
good
face
this
covering
time.
at all times, except when actively eating or
That
drinking.
worked, yeah, that worked, yeah. Thank
Take
you.
your hands off and if they're
Hello? Anyone here?
Focus Safari in East Africa.
Back soon. Please proceed.
800 square miles of river, forest, and rugged bush country filled with dense wild. In class one, Western Hills are there.
Supreme hunter of the African plains, actually spends most of
Hello everyone, and welcome to the
Hello.
Before you begin your trip,
Hello. Hi.
Thank you, Warden, and see you dropping Monday. Let's go! Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Peter. I'll be your tour guide here at the Harambe Wildlife Preserve. If you want to get your cameras, your phones out and ready, go ahead and do so. Put them through action or sport mode. I'll be cover some of the animals, not for all, and they will always stop for us. And as a friendly reminder, please remain seated at all times. Keep your hands, arms, feet, legs inside the vehicle. And please keep your face coverings on the entire safari. Thank you so much. First, our journey in a little tree forest. The animals live here have a special camouflage that's used to hide from predators, like the okapi to the right. In between the 2 bamboo bushels. Now, the okapi might look like relative of the zebra with those black and white stripes, but they're actually not. They're the only living relative of the giraffe. Now, we know that because of the shape of their skulls. Male okapis have the same ossicones on top of their heads that giraffes have. They also have the same type of tongue, grows about 18 inches long and prehensile. So it's kind of like a finger. They use it to tear leaves off of bushes and trees. Now, also, we're making our way to a watering hole. Could please find some more animals? Everyone needs a drink of water every now and then. So let's see what we can find. Oh, there's a black rhino to the left. Now, we're lucky to see a black rhino. There are less than 5,000 of them left in the world. Now, they're poached their horns, which is made of the same thing that makes up human fingernails and hair, keratin. So unfortunately, they are poached with really big fingernails. The black rhino is actually a little bit smaller than white rhinos. Black rhinos can weigh about 3,000 pounds. That's the name because it is believed that during main season their backs turn pink, but actually their backs are always pink. Because during main season they become much more vibrant, kind of like us blushing. Let's see if there's any hippos here in the water. Carefully, you're in the water of the river. Now, a group of hippos is called a bloat. A bloat of hippos. There's one up ahead.
Oh, there it is.
Hippopotamus actually means river horse. Got that name because it was believed that they weren't very good at swimming, but they'd actually run and walk under the water. But it's been recently discovered that hippos are actually excellent swimmers. Hi, buddy. Oh, looks like there's a basque of Nile crocodiles here to the left. That's what a group is called, a basque. They can grow about 20 feet long. They can hold their breath about 2 hours if they're inactive and not moving under the water. Now, they're actually really good parents. When their babies hatch, the moms feed the babies in their mouths until the babies are old enough and strong enough to venture out on their own. These are called bongos. The stripes and signs help them camouflage into their surroundings, often giving them the nickname the ghost of the forest. The lion-tailed antelope here to the right is a greater kudu, the second tallest antelope species that lives here on the reserve. They can grow about 55 inches up to the shoulder. Now, female kudu do not have horns, but males do. Well, I didn't see any horns on any of these kudu, so probably some females hanging out. And to the left is a big black and white bird. That's a saddle-billed stork. One of the tallest stork species. They can grow about 5 feet tall and have a wingspan of about 9 feet. Looks like we're leaving the forest. They're herbivores. They only eat plants. They'll even walk about 6 miles a night to get all the food that they need. Now, look carefully in the water for any floating rocks. Hippos can hold their breath about 8 minutes. They can even sleep under the water. They'll just subconsciously come up for air every 8 minutes or so. Now the ostrich, their wings don't let them fly, but they do help them change direction when they are going at those top speeds, about 45 miles per hour. And to the right, there's a great look at some white rhinos. They're so cool. They're my favorite animal. I love them. They can weigh upwards of 6,000 pounds. They're pretty much blind. They're extremely nearsighted. They have to use their other senses to get around, like their sense of smell, hearing, and they have really sensitive feet. Now look at those water buck we saw walking around earlier. We'll catch up to the shorter ones with the horns. Are called bontebok. They used to be almost extinct. About 100 years ago, there were only 20 of them left in the world. They're opposed to their coats, which in the right sunlight shimmers purple, and for their horns. But thanks to conservation, the numbers have increased and they're able to live out in the wild again. Also on the ground to the right, you might notice those eggs. Those are ostrich eggs. Each one's eggs weighs about 3 pounds. Now they have about 11 different vocalizations they're able to make, including their well-known and iconic laughing sound. Oh, there's 2 of them. You might think they're related to dogs or cats, but they're actually not. They're part of their own subspecies called ALIANDELI. Now also to the left, there's some dark brown antelope lying down curved horns. These are sable antelope, the emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. That's because it won't back down from anything or any fight. It looks like there's some giraffes here, one of the tallest animals in the world. They can grow about 20 feet tall. When they're born, they're already about 6 feet tall. And these are Maasai giraffes. I can tell because the markings are random sizes, like a jigsaw puzzle. No 2 Maasai giraffes ever have the same markings. Now, like I said, these antelope here to the left, giant, really big. These are Patterson elands, one of the largest antelope species. It looks like this big gray one to the left can grow about 6 feet tall up the shoulder, not including neck and head. Unfortunately, they are too close to the road for me to stop, but that was a really good look at them. The coolest thing about the elands, they can jump straight in the air from a standstill position about 6 feet. No running start needed. Just jump right there, 6 feet. It's really cool. Looks like there's some springbok crossing the road up ahead, but also to the left looks like there's some cows with really big horns. These are ALI&ELI cattle, one of the only domesticated animals that lives here on the reserve. In some African tribes, like the Maasai tribe, they're used as a sign of wealth. The more ALI&ELI cattle you have, the more important and the more wealthy you are. Little tiny springbok. Now the ALI&ELI cattle's horns can grow about 6 feet long. They might look really heavy, but they're actually semi-hollow inside, and they flow blood to the horns to cool down. Nice close look at ALI&ELI cattle here to the right. Now they're also known as the Watusi cattle for the African tribe that domesticated them for the very first time. They're also known as the Egyptian Longhorns. Now directly in front of us and soon on the right, looks like we have found a small herd of wildebeest. Wildebeest will travel one of the largest herds across the savanna. During their great migration, they'll give birth to their young. The newborn babies will have about 15 minutes to learn how to run to keep up with the herd, or else they're left behind. Life is tough out here in the savanna. Now, they're also known as the gnu or gnu, spelled G-N-U. Get the name from the grunty noise that they make. Zebra, looking to our right, down that road. Now, these are mountain zebras. I can tell because their stripes don't go all the way across their bellies. A group of zebras like this is called a dazzle. A dazzle of zebras. When baby zebras are born, their legs are already as long as they're going to be as an adult. So they just grow into their legs. So when they're born, they got really long legs and itty-bitty bodies. Now, so to the distance to the right, looks like there's some other antelope, little tiny ones with white bellies. These are called springbok. They get the names they can spring about 13 feet forward in 1 bound, called pronking. Really fun to watch. Now, those are fully grown, they're not babies. Only weigh about 100 pounds. They're about 3 feet tall up the shoulder. Looks like there's some other antelope also up ahead, one of the largest, the Pandora. But first, looks like there's a den here to the left, and looks like there's a spotted hyena. Now, hyenas live, they do need to eat a lot of it. On average, they'll eat about 300 pounds of food a day. That's a lot of leaves, boys. Looks like there's a couple of babies with them, short, gray, and fluffy. Now, you might notice the babies aren't pink. Actually, their pink coloration from the beta-carotene or the brine shrimp that they eat. So, the older they get, the pinker they become. Gray flamingos are actually the lightest pink colored flamingo species. 8 miles per hour. Their claws don't retract all the way, acts like a natural cleat, and their tails are extra big and heavy. They use their tails to change direction when they are at those top speeds. There's one walking around as well, and 2 other ones lying down. Now, a group of cheetahs like this is called a coalition. Coalition of cheetahs. Now, they're the largest cat that still purrs. Anything larger than cheetah can't and won't purr. And they don't roar. They chirp like a bird. Now, cheetahs are actually diurnal, which means they do all their activities during the day and they sleep at night. They don't have the night vision that other big cats have. They're also not as strong as other big cats like lions. And lions are nocturnal, they hunt at night, so there's less competition during the day. They prefer speed over power. Look at that, a cat's a cat no matter the size. Rolling around. Male mandrills can grow about 100 pounds. Females will be about 30, 35.
What's the name of the one in the lion?
A group of mandrills is called a troop. Now they bare their teeth to each other, not a sign of aggression, but of friendliness. So kind of like us smiling. It looks like there is a great big elephant there to the right on that road. Might be a male, a bull. Once males become teenagers, they leave the herd to go off on their own little adventure.
Vulcanizing. Come on, dance. Emo. Hotele borro di
Knock and wait.
Knock and wait. Welcome.
How you doing, girl?
Where's his head?
Good. He's sleeping.
We don't have a head.
sure to watch the children. Wait your turn.
This one?
Yeah. The one with the when we come back. I want to go that way. Good, huh?
Oh yeah!
Oh, look at them. Let's go.
What the